There's news, there's sense, and there's nuisance. This show is all about that last bit. Now, every time our TV news anchors want to deflect our attention from real issues, they have 3 options that they can rely on absolutely at all times. Whenever the nation wants to question Modi Sarkar, आपने घबराना नहीं है और सीधा सीधा राहुल गांधी को गाली देनी है. Option number 1.
Viewers, Rahul is not headed towards a disaster. Rahul is a disaster.
Option number 2. Nehru ko gali do. Talk about his bad smoking habit and how that's impacting price rise today. Also, there's always Edwina.
नेहरू किसी से शर्माते नहीं थे. अगर वो सिगरेट पीते थे तो पीते थे. यानी सिगरेट की कीमत 15 से 30 हजार रुपए के बीच उस समय रही होगी. और अगर आज के हिसाब से देखें तो भी ये सिगरेट की जो कीमत है, एक सिगरेट की कीमत लगभग 50,000 रुपए पड़ी होगी.
Option number 3. जानने से पहले please like this video so that more and more people can watch it, and please share this video on all your WhatsApp groups because आपके पास सिर्फ एक option है और वो है independent media. Back to the real option number 3. There's always those damn Mughals to blame.
Mughals oozing out of every damn thing, every book, every place. Don't we need to really bring them down to where they really belong?
Bring them down, Arnab? I say let's throw them out. Hashtag not my Mughals. Hashtag Mughalo Bharat Chodo. Hashtag don't glamorize Mughals. One of these 3 hashtags is actually real.
This desperate attempt at continuing to glamorize the Mughals.
In case you're confused, this time he's not attacking Bollywood for glamorizing Mughals. He's talking about our history books. Arnab really needs a no context account because much of his debates are just so out of context.
The poor Mughals have been erased from our school textbooks. And then some people are taking all principled positions on this, doing innovative headlines, putting out innovative clickbaitish point of view, putting out incredible anger in their opinion, and lamenting the death of Indian democracy.
Who are these people who are putting these innovative headlines? We'll tell you what no context Arnab won't. This week, journalist Ritika Chopra broke a big story on the Innndian Express. You see what he was doing there? Anyway, so the Innndian Express front page headline, which was innovative, told us how NCERT has made key changes to class 12th political science and history books. The change pertains to a certain Nathuram Godse and a certain Mahatma Gandhi. This is how the Innndian Express front page looked. Gandhi's pursuit of Hindu-Muslim unity provoked Hindu extremists. RSS was banned for some time. Cut. Now first, let's get the basics out of the way. Last year, the NCERT decided to take a rationalizing exercise. The idea basically was to reduce the load of syllabus on students because of COVID and the lockdowns. It was thought that, okay, let's cut down the syllabus, reduce the load of learning so many things so that children can feel a little less burdened and learn quickly. This change meant for COVID times has now continued and seems to be permanent in nature, which means the syllabus that was cut out or rationalized to make students' life easy during COVID is now the new syllabus. So, what all was cut to make life easy for students? You can read Ritika Chopra's 3-part investigation for all the details, but briefly, here's what caught our attention. Mention of 2002 riots. Gone. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's famous Raj Dharam remark after 2002. Gone. Abuse of power during emergency. Gone. Now, what really caught my attention was how this paragraph pertaining to emergency was cut out. Civil liberties were revoked and a large number of politically active people were arrested and jailed without trial. Censorship was imposed on the media and government officials could be dismissed without normal procedures. Gone. ठीक है यार, बच्चों को ज़्यादा इमरजेंसी पे डिटेल्स मत ही दो तो ठीक है. कहीं कोई हिस्ट्री से प्रेजेंट तक का कोरिलेशन ना निकाल ले क्लास में बैठे. We'll get very awkward for teachers. Now, Ritika's investigation also showed that the content that suffered the deepest cuts was content on the Islamic rulers, those bad Muslim rulers. This should not come as a surprise to anyone in Amrit Kal. If you want to know what the BJP thinks of Mughals and Muslim rulers, best to listen to their spokespersons on TV.
जब औरंगजेब के रोड को अब्दुल कलाम रोड बनाया गया, ये सारे छाती पीट पीट के हाय मेरा औरंगजेब, हाय मेरा औरंगजेब, पूछिए ये सारे रो रहे थे, हाय मेरा औरंगजेब, हाय मेरा औरंगजेब। ये सारों की हालत ऐसी।
एक को मुगल बादशाह बताइए जिसकी दर्जन भर से कम बीवियां रही हूं और हरम में 200 से 250 से कम औरतें रही हूं, मगर एक स्त्री के प्रति सत्य निष्ठा से समर्पित प्रेम की कहानियां हमारे दिमाग में ऐसी भरी गई कि जब प्यार मोहब्बत की बात आती है, सलीम अनारकली, जोधा अकबर, शाहजहां, नूरजहां, शीरी फरहाद, लैला मजनू याद आते।
औरंगजेब का नाम का कुत्ता ना पाले हम लोग, सुन लिया? औरंगजेब के नाम का कुत्ता ना पाले,
औरंगजेब का नाम का कुत्ता ना पाले हम लोग,
कुत्ता ना पाले, टॉमी ना पाले औरंगजेब के नाम का, औरंगजेब के नाम का टॉमी ना पाले।
पता है क्या किया शाहजहां ने? शाहजहां ने मकबरे के ऊपर एक महल बनवाया और उसके बाद उनके हाथ काट दिए जिन्होंने उसको बनवाया था, यानी जिन्होंने उनका वो सपना पूरा किया था उनके हाथ काट दिए थे।
अरे यार, बस ऑफिशियल स्पोक्सपर्सन की बात चल रही है यहाँ पे, अनऑफिशियल वालों की नहीं। Now, what all was cut when it came to Mughals and Muslim rulers? History book of class 7th, 3 pages dealing with the expansion of the Delhi Sultanate, especially down south. Gone. For some very strange reason, the deleted portion also had a section on what a masjid is. Milestones and achievements of Mughal emperors like Humayun, Shah Jahan, Babur, Akbar. Gone. तो ठीक है यार, मुगल ना हो गए, मोदी हो गए, इतनी तारीफ फालतू की किसी ने ठीक ही कहा है प्राइम टाइम पे। Why do children need to learn so much about how great Mughals were?
Oh my God, what's going to happen? Our young, our youth, our school-going children, none of them are going to know anymore how great, how magnificent, how wonderful, how nationalistic, how amazing, how thought-provoking, how secular, how accommodating the Mughals have been.
Arnab, you shouldn't have stopped there and you should have gone a step ahead and suggested a table on Amrit Kal and all the achievements of dear leader as documented by the media.
आप अपनी जेब में पर्स रखते हैं क्या? पर्स रखते हैं क्या? बटुआ जिसके अंदर पैसे होते हैं।
एलेक्सा प्ले साजन जी घर आए और एलेक्सा बोलती है कि आएंगे तो मोदी जी।
सो मच हुआ है, कितना किया है और क्या बचा है।
आपको मजा आता है काम करने में या कोई टॉनिक वगैरह आप ले रहे हैं?
Now, if the aim was to make learning easy for school kids, I get deleting chapters. For example, in class 12th history textbook, the chapter Kings and Chronicles, the Mughal courts, has been completely cut off. This chapter had stuff on Mughal era manuscripts like Akbarnama and Badshah-nama and how these chronicle the history of Mughals through battles, hunting expeditions, building constructions and court scenes. तो ठीक है, one chapter cut in its entirety, life made easy for kids. But some cuts really seem like just someone very irritated with the Mughals was making them. Wonder who? Take for example the chapter The Mughal Empire. That chapter has been renamed to The Mughals. 16th to 17th century because वो कोई एम्पायर नहीं थे। 300 साल इंडिया में बस चाय पीने आए थे, छोटे मोटे लोग थे। The Mauryan Empire meanwhile is still the Mauryan Empire. Also in this chapter, the mention of Akbar commissioning the translation of Sanskrit books into Persian was cut. Another example, the chapter The Delhi Sultans has been changed to Delhi, 12th to 15th century. Because learning about the Delhi Sultanate period is so much easier when the chapter's name is changed from Delhi Sultans to just Delhi. Now, it's wrong to say that Mughals have been deleted from the history books. Children will still learn about the Mughals. But this rationalizing seems more of an excuse to slowly and steadily align the history textbooks with the politics of the current government rather than make life easy for children. Especially because of this one massive change which happened without any prior notification, pretty secretly. Let's go back to that Innndian Express headline from this week. So, what all was cut out? Among key deletions on Gandhi's assassination in NCERT Class 12 texts are these lines. Gandhi's pursuit of Hindu-Muslim unity provoked Hindu extremists. RSS was banned for some time. Cut. 2 more very interesting details were cut out from Class 12th history books. Gandhi was particularly disliked by those who wanted Hindus to take revenge or who wanted India to become a country for the Hindus, just as Pakistan was for Muslims. Gandhi's death had an almost magical effect on communal situation in India. Partition-related anger and violence suddenly subsided. The government of India cracked down on organizations that were spreading communal hatred. Organizations like the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh were banned for some time. Nathuram Godse was a Brahmin from Pune. Gone. Nathuram was the editor of an extremist Hindu newspaper who had denounced Gandhiji as an appeaser of Muslims. Gone. Now, some deleted lines really do jump out. Gandhi believed that any attempt to make India a country only for the Hindus would destroy India. Children will not learn that the key ideology that killed Gandhi was the belief that India should become a Hindu Pakistan, and those who don't want that should just go to Pakistan. Sounds pretty familiar. Minority appeasement by Gandhi? ये हिंदुओं के देश में हिंदुओं के साथ ही नाइंसाफी?
Why are they quiet when someone calls for the genocide of Hindus? Is even the thought of a genocide of Hindus okay? Is even thinking and talking about the genocide of Hindus okay?
हमारे देश के इलाके अब बढ़ चुके हैं. हमारे देश में अब ये साफ साफ चिन्हित कर दिया गया है कि कौन से मुस्लिम इलाके हैं जहां से हिंदुओं की शोभा यात्राएं नहीं निकल सकती.
बोलो टॉलरेंस है इस देश के अंदर. बोलो टॉलरेंस है इस देश के अंदर. बोलो टॉलरेंस है इस हिंदुस्तान के अंदर.
सोचिए कितने जावेद होंगे जो मुन्ना बनकर हिंदू बेटियों को पहचान छिपाकर, धर्म छिपाकर उनकी जिंदगी बर्बाद करने वाला लव जिहाद का गंदा खेल खेल रहे होंगे.
If we don't learn about the ideology that killed Gandhi, we will not learn just how dangerous that ideology can be, and we will not learn from our past mistakes. But we're living in times where the killer of perhaps the greatest modern-day devotee of Lord Ram is flaunted at a rally celebrating the birth of Lord Ram. History has always been a hotly debated issue. There's always space for subjectivity on how you interpret events, and we can make many arguments on how we look at various historical figures and events. But some facts of history do remain facts of history. This is what Nathuram says about killing Gandhi in his own words. All his experiments were at the expense of the Hindus. Gandhi is being referred to as the father of the nation. He has proved to be the father of Pakistan. I fired those fatal shots. I bear no ill will towards anyone individually, but I do say I had no respect for the present government owing to their policy which was unfairly favorable towards the Muslims. At the same time, I could clearly see that the policy was entirely due to the presence of Gandhi. Today you have an MP in Parliament who worships this very Godse, so nothing should surprise us. Now, the news of change in history books sparked a series of posts using one of the oldest, boldest artistic genres to speak truth to power: cartoons, satire, and humor. Humor can be the most powerful form of questioning those who are in power and those who feel power is permanent. So, we bring you a selection of some of our favorite cartoons and memes on this issue. Enjoy. Now showing E-Azam. It's a remake.
Good news for your future.
Chapters on Mughal Empire removed from class 12 books.
Unlike me, you will study much less to remain jobless.
काश कि इस गणित का भी कोई मुगल कनेक्शन निकल आए.
Anyone seen this movie? Jodha and Jadoo.
हायला, ये तो बोलता भी है.
उठो अनारकली, अब हम out of syllabus हैं.
That's all the nuisance we have for you this week. We'll be back next week. Until then, stay mad. That's the only way. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit that like button. We'll give you some reading material along with this episode so you can catch up on everything that we told you. And we also have a brand new Let's Talk About. It's a history podcast where we talk about history that no one can delete. This episode is about the BJP. It's Let's Talk About BJP. It's behind the paywall. It's only for our subscribers. So do check it out. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's for subscribers only, so you have to subscribe to newslaundry.com. Log on to newslaundry.com, subscribe, get access to all our paywall content, and have fun.